Hey guys, what's up? How are you guys doing today? Hope you guys are doing amazing. And if your day is not going great, come on, there's so much time left in the day. Hopefully this video can make you feel better. Anyway, I'm headed, right? And since 2K is really in the dead zone cycle, you know, you can get a Galaxy Opal Goat for about 5K. We're gonna do a little bit different type of video here today. We're gonna do the playoff bracket. Yes, since the NBA is back, I'm gonna be watching hella NBA. Thank God it's back. The playoffs are gonna be super crazy nice this year, so I'm really excited about that. If you're new to this channel, be sure to subscribe. Normally we post my team type of shit, but since it's dead, we're gonna do this different type of video here today. I'm also probably gonna be doing a 2K Reddit video after this, and then the demo will be dropped, and then we'll see what's popping with that. But anyway, let's get into the meat and potatoes of this video, boy. The NBA playoffs are starting today, as I'm recording this on the 17th. I think the Jazz are playing right now. Jazz and Nuggets are playing right now. But there's a bunch of other games going on today and tomorrow. But we're gonna just jump right into this. Who I think's gonna win and whatnot. We're gonna start on the West Side. West Side. We're starting West Side. So Lakers versus Portland. Portland obviously played against the Memphis Grizzlies for the play-in. The play-in tournament was actually a pretty good idea by the NBA. I really wish that they would have played the Phoenix Suns. Personally, you know, the Phoenix Suns went undefeated in the bubble. They went crazy, and I was really pushing for them, hopefully, to make the playoffs, but they didn't, sadly. They didn't even make it to the play-in. But Portland is here. Portland has Damian Lillard, who is playing out of his mind, pretty much proving to the world that he's easily top 10. You could argue top 5 player, probably perennial superstar. But his problem is that he's in Portland. He has CJ McCollum, who is a good second option, but this team, even with Nurkic back, they match up better than Memphis did. But either way, I don't really see the Lakers having a tough time with Portland in this first round. You got no one on Portland's side who can defend Anthony Davis too well. You got Nurkic and Hassan Whiteside, but either way, you still got to guard against McGee and Dwight. And obviously no one's going to stick LeBron, but this can be said for Portland because you have no one that can guard Dame really too well. They don't have Avery Bradley, but they're pretty much just going to hone in on him and then make everyone else on Portland try and beat you, which doesn't seem possible because Portland's, roster isn't the hottest. So, honestly, I got Lakers in 5. Next, Clippers versus Dallas. This is going to be a fantastic series. This is going to be a fucking amazing series, honestly. You got Dallas, who has stupid good-ass offense, and Clippers, who are just so deep as a team. So, honestly, this is going to be the best series probably in the first round to watch. You can argue someone on some other side on the East, but this is definitely going to be the best one to watch. You got Kawhi Leonard going up against Luka Doncic. Luka and Kristaps in the playoffs for the first time. What else could you ask for? Luka's probably going to go off a couple games. My thing is like, you have the Clippers who have PG and Kawhi, who are the best two-way players in the NBA. So, it's going to be a tough series, but I do see the Clippers winning this series in 7 games. Mainly because Dallas's offense is just insane. You're going to have to guard Luka, and Luka is fucking saucy with the shits. Alright, the game going on right now, Denver versus Utah. As I'm recording this, it's in the first quarter. Denver is up. Genuinely, I don't see much competition with this series whatsoever. It's the same with Lakers versus Portland. I pretty much think that Denver is, since they are so deep as well, and you got Michael Porter Jr. who's playing great basketball since the bubble started. I don't know how many minutes realistically Bol is going to get. I think Mike Malone would be insanely stupid if he didn't use him at least especially in this Utah series. I mean, I don't see this series going more than 5 games, honestly. I think Denver's going to win this in 5. Jokic is too much to handle, and their team is just so deep, honestly. But the Jazz just have Donovan Mitchell and Gobert and Ingles, but their bench is not even as close to deep as Denver's. Alrighty, Houston versus the Thunder. Now, this series is also going to be a great series to watch. Not just because Russell is playing against OKC, because as of today, Russell Westbrook is out for Game 1, which is the main thing you have to worry about with this series, because if he's out let's say he's out till Game 3, then I don't really see Houston coming out of this series. If he's out till Game 2 and it's tied like 1-1 or even 2, or even if Houston is down 2-0, I still could see them coming back just because of how insane the Rockets' offense is. Man, OKC, like, obviously they surprised everyone by making it to the playoffs. CP3 still got it. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, bro, one of my favorite players to watch. My guy, Shai, Shai, is so nice with the shits. So, he's probably good. I wonder if he's going to stay on the Thunder for years to come. Should be interesting. But this series, I mean, Harden's going to go fucking nuts. Hopefully. This seems to be his main issue. But let's say Russ comes back for Game 2. I see Houston taking this series over OKC. In 7 games, it's going to be a tough series for them. Because OKC is just never gives up and they're really hard to play. Let's hop on over to the East side. Milwaukee versus Orlando. Milwaukee in 4. Orlando sucks. Giannis is too nice. Toronto versus Brooklyn. Now, everyone is really sleeping on the Raptors just because they don't have Kawhi. And admittedly, you should. Because realistically, it's going to be very tough for them to make it to the finals again because you have to go through Milwaukee. Them versus Brooklyn. I'm going to be very generous to Brooklyn here and say that Toronto wins in 5, mainly because Brooklyn just plays really good, and Karis LeVert's probably going to get, I think he can just steal 1 game maybe. Just say Toronto's off for 1 game, then obviously I think Brooklyn can handle it. And this is just mainly next year when Kevin Durant and hopefully Kyrie Irving are both back healthy. It's gonna be one hell of a team to watch next year. That's all I'm gonna say. Indiana versus Miami. TJ Warren versus Jimmy Butler. For some reason, this is a rivalry. I don't know how this is a rivalry. Jimmy Butler just got upset 1 game, and now it's a rivalry. TJ Warren was playing pretty good at the start. Do you honestly expect him to be that consistent through a playoff series? I'll be nice and say he could average 18 or 25 through the series. But the main issue is Miami just has too many people to clamp him up. Too many people to clamp Victor Oladipo up. They don't have Sabonis. This Indiana team is a great team, but you're playing against one hell of a deep team in Miami. And there honestly is one hell of a sleeper team who could actually make it, possibly, to the Eastern Conference Finals. Because they are just that deep. They have tons of shooting. They have tons of offense. They have tons of defense. I see Miami beating Indiana in 5 or 6 games. I'll go with 6. Okay, Boston Celtics versus the 76ers. Okay, so Ben Simmons apparently is not going to be playing. Take that at what you will. I call myself a bandwagon Sixers fan now. I am a proud bandwagon 76ers fan. But anyway, yeah, this team was fucking garbage when I was watching them play here. But anywho, the thing is, Embiid is probably, let me not say probably, he should be eating crazy on Boston because Daniel Tice is their center. So the only person who is good at stopping Embiid is playing with Embiid. So yeah, I think Sixers they should win this. They technically really should win this. They always suck ass against Boston. They just suck ass. Boston just has their number like it's nothing. There is no rivalry here. I don't know why people say it's a rivalry. People who are Sixers fans say it's a rivalry, but they have won like 2 or 3 times. So I don't know how you consider that a rivalry. Plus, on Boston, like, Jaylen Brown has been playing great basketball this whole year. He's one of my favorite players to watch, too. So I got Boston winning against the Sixers this series in 7 games. Western semifinals. Lakers versus Houston. Yeah, I'm going to go with the Lakers here. I don't see... Houston has no center. I can't see how they guard any of the Lakers' big men. You could probably just start JaVale McGee and just give him the ball in the post and have him back the fuck down out of PJ Tucker the whole game. So yeah, I'll say, but Houston's offense is just insane, and they've won great games against great teams this year. So I got the Lakers winning this series in 6 games. The Nuggets versus Clippers. This, I feel like, should be a great stepping stone for Denver, because if they can compete in this series, then they have easily one of the brightest futures in the league. In 5 years' time, Denver could be on top if they keep this roster together, because this team is just so deep. But that's the same thing with the Clippers. Because Denver has Jokic, their main star, but Clippers got Kawhi and Montrezl Harrell against Jokic. That'll be one hell of an interesting battle. This is gonna be all these games are gonna be super close. But I got the Clippers beating Denver in 6 games. But those games are gonna be great to watch. All right, Eastern semis: Milwaukee versus Miami. Okay, this is tough because, like I said, Miami, they could honestly upset. They realistically could upset Milwaukee. They realistically could. But how are you going to stop Giannis? Just how? How are you going to contain the back-to-back MVP? Bam Adebayo against Greek Freak. That'll be pretty interesting, I guess. That's what they'll use. Jimmy Butler, I guess. But he's too short. Good defender still, but these games are going to be close, but I think I strongly think Milwaukee will turn it on and honestly beat Miami in 5 games. I think that they can do that. Boston versus Toronto. Okay. The Kawhi-less Raptors versus the Boston Celtics. Boston is such a good team, and so is Toronto, but Toronto has just been playing great the whole year, and Boston has just been really inconsistent for most of the year. In my head, I just can't see Boston upsetting Toronto in this. I think that Toronto is just heavily favored. They match up pretty well with them, but I can't see Boston beating Toronto. Toronto's just been playing too good basketball all year, and everyone still sleeps on them. But yeah, I got Toronto winning the series in 7 games. Eastern Conference Finals: Milwaukee versus Toronto. Ooh, last year Toronto beat Milwaukee in 6, and those were some tough 6 games. But they had Kawhi. And that's a massive, massive X factor and thing you have to take into account. But still, I think that Milwaukee will win this series, but it's going to be in 7 games. It's probably going to be the toughest series for Milwaukee, but I think that they're going to get by Toronto this year, and they're going to make it to the NBA Finals. Now, who they're going to play out west between the Clippers and the Lakers. Pretty much everyone figured that this would be the Western Conference Finals. Pretty much everyone is split because you got 2 top 5 players on one team and 2 top 10 players on another. You have one team in the Clippers that is just so deep, you can get scoring from anywhere. You got it from Lou Will, Marcus Morris. They also got Reggie Jackson too this year to play backup point. But the Lakers, like, everyone knows, like, in their deep down pits, like, is LeBron really? He doesn't have many years left, and this is probably, he's in win now mode. So I can't realistically see him like, he's gonna give everything he has to try and win this series, and I can't see Lakers losing this. You got Anthony Davis, who's gonna be going up against Montrezl Harrell. This is gonna be the best series ever. It's gonna be the best series ever, but it's going 7, no doubt. But I think the Lakers are gonna beat the Clippers in 7, and Lakers versus Milwaukee. This is going to be such a good finals. But I got the Lakers in 7 again against Milwaukee. This is, if they face off against each other, Giannis, who's pretty much going to be the next generation, the best player in the next generation, versus LeBron, the last of the old heads. So, damn. But I could see Milwaukee beating the Lakers in the finals. I could see that. Just because of how good Milwaukee is offensively. And their defense has been insane. Lakers, same thing. Their defense has been great all year. But, can you go against LeBron in the playoffs when he's had so much rest? Yeah, I can't see LeBron winning. It's so tough to say that. It hurts. It hurts almost to say that. Yeah, that is my bracket. This is going to be, honestly, the best playoffs in a really long time. It's going to be one hell of a good-ass playoffs. I'm super excited for it. If you like this video, all you got to do is scroll down, hit the like button real quick. This is my playoff bracket. Let me know if you would do anything different, okay? Let me know if I'm just dumb. If you're new here to this channel, be sure to subscribe, man. Once 2K21 drops, I promise I'm going insane with everything on my team. So if you're looking forward to that, be sure to subscribe. That's it for me, right? I'm headed. And I'm out.